two, one, and we are live. Now, listen, School Psych AI community. It is February 12th, Monday, 7:30 p.m. That means if you're seeing this, something major has just happened. Sophia, report writer, is live, y'all. Woo! So not only that, but we have a very, very special guest, and I believe this is his first appearance. And we're gonna do an introduction. Know people are joining in. If you're here, make sure you tag a friend. Tell them tune in. School Psych AI is going live on Facebook, on YouTube. We have released the School Psych AI. Sophia Report Writer is in the building. And for the first time publicly, we have Ed, y'all. Our CTO, he just put Chief Clown. We have Ed in the building. And I'm going to do a formal introduction. I'm Rachel. What's up, Rachel? How are you, Rachel?
I'm doing well. Excited for this.
Rachel, I'm so excited. This has been a moment, just seeing things come together. We're gonna do a live demo in action, but I just want to take some time. Again, if you're here, put what's up in the chat. Drop some emojis. Drop some fire emojis inside the chat. Remember that we can't see your name, so if you're comfortable, please put your name. I do want to take a few seconds. You know me, Byron, founder, School Psych AI. You know Rachel. I want to introduce someone who is making, honestly, a lot of this work possible. And that's Ed. He is our Chief Tech Officer, aka, as he just put, the Chief Clown. And this is his first public appearance. Ed, what's up? Say what's up to the world.
How's it going, everybody? Ready to be here and make a whole ton of difference.
Yes. Okay, Ed, so you got to give people a little bit of background, who you are, your special connection to the field of school psychology too, by the way.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. So I guess my special connection is my wife. I have seen her, in her first year, pretty much burn out. And, working at an affluent school and seeing the gaps that exist, like as somebody who's in the tech industry, I'm just would walk around and be like, oh, that's how we're doing things. Oh, that's how we're doing things. Okay, cool. Copying and pasting. And I think it took me some time to get to the point of where I'm at, where I really see and understand and know how to navigate this landscape, and then getting paired with Byron. So once we got paired up together, we ran with with Sophia, and then including Rachel, right? She was able to supercharge Report Writer. So, and this is only the beginning. Y'all don't even know what we have in store for you yet.
Amazing. Listen, we're gonna blow your minds, but we're gonna do it piece by piece by piece. Today, we're excited to officially reveal Sophia Report Writer. Rachel, I'm gonna throw it back to you, so that we can jump into a demo and get right to it. I do want to throw this up on the board. It says, Ed, making a difference already. Thank you for helping me sign up for the premium today. So like, Ed, how you're helping people sign up for premium, you're doing coding behind the scenes. Like, Ed, you're doing everything, huh?
No, juggling. I've learned to juggle really well in work and in real life.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a hidden skill.
And then shout out to Beast. Let me know if I pronunciated that correctly, from Miami Lakes, Florida. What's up? Thank you for joining us. If there's any others, please continue saying what's up to us inside the chat. Again, if you're just joining us, today is the day we are officially releasing, and we have released. If you go to app.schoolpsych.ai, again, that's app.schoolpsych.ai, sign up for a free account. You will see Sophia Report Writer. It's live, y'all. It's live. And what we want to do now, Rachel, I would love if you could kind of set the scene, give a high level of what the Report Writer is, and then let's get into the demo.
That sounds good. So I know that a while back, Byron posted a poll that said what would be the next best feature for School Psych AI. And by far, the most popular answer was an automated report template. I know that report writing is a big barrier to expanding our role, addressing national shortages. So we wanted to take that a step further, and not just make an automated report template, but a comprehensive, strength-based, parent-friendly report writer. So hopefully Sophia Report Writer will help solve part of that issue that we're facing as a field at large. And I'm really excited to do a demo. I don't know if we want to talk about any celebrations or glows or grows, but while I'm kind of pulling this up on my end.
Yeah, let's do it. We could, and if you know, on our Feedback Fridays, we do some grows, we do some glows. I kind of want to start with some grows and kind of set the stage of how this all came about. And we're not going to belabor the point. I know I talk a lot, but then we're going to get right into the demo. But a big, a big grow that we have is again how this all came about. We recognize that using AI, especially to do interpretations and qualitative descriptors, it doesn't get it accurate all the time. And in our line of work, that's a problem. And we pride ourselves on transparency. We pride ourselves on the ethical usage of AI. And we have to say, hey, if this isn't right, then we need to do something about it. And so we had to make a very fast pivot. Shout out to Ed once again, who worked tirelessly, y'all. Shout out to Rachel, who also helped us to get to that point where now we are utilizing different mechanisms, different technology to get it right so that it increases the accuracy. I want to say 100% accurate. We'll see. We'll get there. I know that's a bold proclamation, but the logic that we're using is going to get you right where we want users to be. And that's important to us. And so taking that grow and actually producing something in the span of 2-3 weeks is frankly unheard of. And also, we could not have done this without the feedback of our school site AI community. And so, while we are the school site AI team, you all are very much part of this team as well for saying, hey, like, this is what's going on. Like, can you solve in this area? And then we work collaboratively to do that. So, for me, that's a major growth, which has got us to this point. Rachel?
All right. Do you want me to go ahead and do a screen share and get into this demo?
Yeah, and I'll do one more glow as you
Okay.
pull up the screen share. So pull up the screen share as I'm talking. The glow, hey, major celebration. I just want to take this time. We have Ed here to celebrate Ed. Ed has, like I said, I don't think like when people say how it's worked tirelessly, it's become cliche.
Oh
But
God, yes.
Ed, do you sleep? Like what? Y'all,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Ed. I gotta set the scene, y'all. Like this is how real Ed has been working. We were on a call and legit an earthquake happened. A real life earthquake.
Oh yeah.
And Ed is working through everything to bring this to you all. Dusted the dust off his shoulders and got right back to Sophia Report Writer, y'all.
Yeah. 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 You should have seen Byron's expression after me literally ducking under the table. Okay.
This is real life stuff.
Yeah.
Rachel, talk to us.
Um,
What we got?
I'm still trying to appreciate the amount of perseverance that experience had Ed demonstrate. But all right, so I've got the school psych AI app.schoolpsych.ai pulled up, and I have the screen that most people have probably seen, the conversations. But I'm going to click on Report Writer, which is so exciting that it's a button now on our platform. All right, and as I'm going through, we're going to continue monitoring comments, so please leave questions or feedback for us along the way. All right, so diving in, this is so exciting. Diving in, we have what we call the report shell. So what every report starts out with, demographic information. We have student strengths. I know that was a big component as we were building this out. We wanted to start and end with student strengths. And then we have a section for background information, and Sophia has some ideas for what should go in each section already for you. Then we have referral questions. That way we can address questions that were brought up by the team and the reason for the evaluation. We have this evaluation plan section, and this is going to auto-populate for you. I can show that to you in just a second, but it'll list out all of the different assessments as part of the evaluation plan and populate the dates for you. And then the biggest section, evaluation findings. We have a couple different sections ready to go for you, all the different interviews and some areas for observations as well. And then at the end, you'll see a summary, educational implications, recommendations, and then again, a summary of strengths, things that you discovered through the evaluation process. So that's what it looks like when you first start out. And then on this side panel, you'll see we have 2 buttons here that are live right now and 2 that say coming soon. And I'll have Byron explain those here in a little bit. For demographic information, this side panel will pop out and it's ready for you to add some of the things that are going to recur or show up frequently throughout the report. So this is kind of like a find and replace hub within the report writer. So for first name, I'll just do an example. We'll make this report about me and I'll fill in some fake dates that probably won't make sense, but just for the demo here, I'm going to fill some things in. I've got my pronoun drop down there, got my age and my school. And as you can see, I'm filling this out and it's populating over here on the left. Pick referral date. I was referred by Mrs. Example. All right. This would be a really fast eval, but we're just going with it. All right, and then Byron, I'm going to make you my school psychologist again. All right, so this is now updated throughout the report. So everywhere where student first name exists, it's going to say Rachel from here on out. All right, so I'm going to hit the back arrow out of demographic information and jump to assessments. And this looks very different than the last time we did a demo because there's many more assessments in here than the WISC that we demonstrated last week. So based on the evaluation plan, you'll select which assessment you want to kind of start off with first. Let's say for my evaluation, we did the WISC. I'll just add some data in here. And feel free to stop me because I'm in my zone with this report writer now.
All good. Rachel, as you enter in the scores, please feel free to drop your questions inside the chat. I did want to call out, if you looked at the template as Rachel was going through, you notice that we start with strengths and the report ends with strengths. That's important. Right now, there is no one that out there who is providing you a template that is starting with strengths and ending with strengths. And then we'll talk about how we are going to incorporate the chat, the Sophia chat conversations feature inside so that everything in between, you could also make strength-based and parent-friendly. And we pride ourselves on providing school sites with the path to create strength-based, parent-friendly reports. Rachel?
Okay. So as I filled in all of the pieces of data, just some fake numbers for the sake of this live, and then I typed in some observations down here, but I can edit those later if I want to. And then you'll click on Add to Report. And then as you can see over here, under my evaluation plan, now it shows that I gave the WISC on the 8th. So that populates there for me. And then under evaluation findings, I've got the purpose and description of the assessment. We've got some color coding so that no matter what reader you have for your report, they can quickly scan and make meaning of those evaluation results. So green is average, anything blue, purple is an area of relative strength, and then the yellow, orange, and red are areas of emerging skills or area of potential need. And then as we go through, you'll see Sophia has created a table for me. It has the name of the test, a quick description so that the reader knows what was the student required to do during this mini test. It gives us the score that I gave Sophia, and then it's pulling the national percentile, it's pulling the qualitative descriptor, and then it's color coding based on that table.
Rachel, let's pause right there. This is amazing. I want to get to some of the feedback that will come through. You are in your zone, but I don't want you to miss this.
Okay.
One user, and I can't see, then it says, well, this is nice, so user friendly. Yes. And then we did have a couple questions come through. And so here's the first one from Jim Matthews. How many assessments are there to choose from? Or if there isn't one on there that we can use, can we manually add it? Rachel,
Yeah,
I'll let you take it.
So right now, the assessment list over here on the right, these are the assessments that are built in right now that are live. But we're going to continue adding to this assessment list. So please give us feedback. If you want a particular assessment included in the Sophia report writer, let us know in a comment, send us a message, let us know, because we're going to keep adding to this list. As of right now, we have the WISC 5, the KTEA 3, the BASC 3, Brief 2, and the ABAS 3. And then yes.
One more question, Rachel.
Yeah, can you edit the descriptions within the table? Yes, so everything in here is editable. So if I didn't love the wording for this verbal comprehension description, for example, I can type over that and change it. So that's a great question.
And then I saw someone sent me a message. I was trying to find it, asking if we're live now. Yes, we are live. You might not be able to see this, so I'm going to try to track down where they sent that. But tag a friend, tag a psychologist, tag your director of psych services, and let them know that we are live now. And then Rachel, check this out. Love the color. Oh, boom. That was me. You're in. Hey. Glad to see. And all I can see for most people, it says Facebook user. So Facebook user, let me know your name. Glad you're in. Someone says, I love the color coding as well. Rachel.
All right. Yes, I love the color coding too. I feel like it's aesthetically really pleasing. I love a good rainbow, but also just that quickly, being able to quickly interpret how that student performed. And then down below, you'll see that we've got, based on the scores that we entered, an interpretation section. So it's ready for you to review. Just like with the rest of our platform, you still want to have your professional hat on and make any tweaks, be a critical consumer of the insights that are generated. So it's ready for you to review and customize to that specific student. All right, let's jump in and add another assessment. Let's just do the next one, the KTEA. All right. And while I'm entering some data, you just let me know if there's more to share.
Yeah, and I'm answering some of the questions. The replay of this demo will be made available on our Facebook page, this Facebook group, as well as our YouTube channel, School Psych AI, on our YouTube channel. Ed, you got anything?
I'm always wondering how much to share. Let's see. I guess atop of everything y'all are seeing, there's built-in validation. So if you're entering a score that's not relevant to a given report, it'll flag as the number should be between X, Y, or greater than or less than a given score. I think something else that's also worth highlighting is that you're able to refresh the page. You're able to come back to your previous state. And then, I don't know, you might see Rachel scrolling through and you can see some of it's being cut off right now because the editor is wider than the screen available. So Rachel, if you hit the button on the top left to collapse the left-hand bar, that should have made it bigger. Interesting. Did not expand. Okay. Something to look at later. But either way, y'all are seeing this in real time. And like the power behind it. And I think something else that's also worth highlighting, I don't know if everybody sees the first name tags where it says % first name. So before you would have to find and replace. To do that now, you just hit update values on the bottom, or that's also a way of doing it.
Yeah, and that question just came through. And so you could see, if for whatever reason it didn't auto-populate, like under fluid reasoning. So if we go back to fluid reasoning, once we just hit update, it should be there now. So, Yep, there we go. Cool.
So, so everybody can migrate their existing reports or existing sections and then replace their find and replace variables with first name or any other demographics that we have.
Good. And we had one more come through. I may have missed this, but how would this work if you do team reports with other ancillary staff? Yes, Rachel.
So I write multidisciplinary team reports, so I can appreciate this question a lot. I know some of us write just our section as a school psychologist, but I am part of a district and a state that pulls in like our speech and language pathologists, our occupational therapists. They're sharing their pieces with me, and then I'm kind of pulling those in and making sure that the report is really cohesive. So it's in our brains to think about this, but not currently an offering right now to have that be a multidisciplinary team.
Yes, and then I think to answer it a little bit further as well, there is capacity to have asynchronous report access where different people with different logins can edit the report at the same time, very similar to Google Docs. So.
And this is why we have Ed that's part of our team. Like, look, this is how I gotta say, Ed, can we do this? Ed will say, yes. And this is what we need to do to be able to do this. And he'll give the technical breakdown, the logic, everything behind it. And this is like a strength-based team in action. So I'll ask for the world. Ed brings me back to reality and says, this is a timetable for when we'll be able to do it. So good.
Absolutely. It's teamwork.
Awesome. And as you can see, Rachel is going through adding in some of the scores. If you all have any questions as Rachel is going through, drop those inside, and then we will get to those as well. Now, listen, we got to talk about this. It says, OMG, Bass, so nice. Yes, multiple raters like that. Yes, this was a topic of conversation between Rachel and I and our internal team. How many parent raters? How many teacher raters? Rachel is giving rating scales to everybody. She's like, Oprah, you get a rating scale. You get a rating scale. Everybody's getting rating scales. So we included, I believe the default is set to 2 parents and then 3 teachers as well. And then we have one more. Do you have to always type in the scores manually? Or, Ed, can you upload the score report?
It's in progress now. So I'm already starting the process of putting that together because I recognize how tedious it can be.
Yes. And y'all, we're getting this out. We're 5 months old. I know it might not seem like that, but we are a baby company, brand new. But yes, that is something that we want to be able to do. We wanted to get you all access with this first, and then it's only up from here, right? Like if this is our starting point, just imagine where we're going to be at 6 months, at 7 months, at 1 year. So keep rocking with us, y'all.
All right. And before I know we have another question, but I just want to highlight really. Sorry, just wanted to highlight really quick on the Basque. If you are like Byron and don't hand out Basques to everyone that you meet, like me, you'll see that if there's no data, it just has a column that's gray, and you can delete that after you export it. So that's a little bit a way to customize that if you're not as generous with the Basque as I am.
Rachel, I think we're always going to laugh about that. And someone says, I'll take this one. I could go and look. I know, but you have us here, right? So I appreciate that you put that inside the chat so we can talk. What's the cost associated with the membership for this? The cost with premium, let's back up. When we started, we said that we want everyone to always have access to tools. And as best we can, we will always hold true to there will always be a free offering. You will have access to this for free this entire week. And this will be available exclusively after for our premium users. I think after starting next week, if you're free, you'll have one use. And then for premium users, you'll have access to this. And then if you notice, we've released our enterprise offering, and enterprise users will have access to this as well. And then as we go through, you guys are doing great for being so new. Thank you very much. Rachel, you want to take this one?
Okay. When do we expect the Wyatt to be added? I noticed that the last time we got feedback on what assessments everyone wanted to see next, that the Wyatt was up there. So that one is definitely in the queue. If you are someone else who wants the Wyatt, let us know so that it bumps up all the way to the top of our list.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Did I do that, or you did that, or Rachel, you did that? I might have did that. Did we get this one?
Did you say it created?
Did Sophia do that? Yo. Oh man, we're getting a lot of love for the Wyatt. Goodness gracious.
Okay.
That's 4 users. Okay, and the KBC that will be added to. Rachel, I'll turn it over to you. You got it.
Okay. So we do have a section for a summary. So at the end, there's a spot to add if you wanted to kind of make a list in terms of a summary, but it's not automated yet. So that's definitely something that we can think about as a team if that's something we want to add. I know a lot of school psychologists have that summary section at the end or a summary of scores. So if that would be helpful, let us know and we can consider that in another release. Looks like another question. Will you add the scoring system to add supplemental scores on the WISC? We can definitely expand the assessments that are in there. They're not locked in forever the way that they are. So yes, I love that idea to even provide even more customization for each assessment.
Good stuff, Rachel.
I'm just going to keep going and adding even more.
Yeah. Okay, as you do this, let's see, Connors. Connors is coming up soon. The CBT, we will be doing parent, teacher, CPT. Not sure about that for the Connors, but definitely the teacher and parent rating forms for the Connors. And then someone asks about adding the NEPSI and the DCAFs. I think we have on our list both of those. When they'll be available, not too sure. For all of the assessments, it's going to be a matter of not if, but when. And so we will not stop until every assessment is here. Straight up. Clip that up, put this out, TikTok, everything. We will not stop until every assessment, measure, rating scale is available. If you make one up, send it our way. Unless it's just like what is this? Is it deficit based? We're not on that anymore. Get that out of here. But every assessment will be included at some point. It's just a matter of the order. And then KBC, WIPC, yes, 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 all of the above. Love it, love it, love it. Good stuff.
So, one important note that I want to make, because rating scales are more complex in terms of interpretation, all of the rating scales that we have live right now in the interpretation section default to average. So, you will have to go in and, like I said, it's ready for you to edit and customize to that individual student. Because there's so many variables and potentially 5 different raters, we wanted to leave that up to each practitioner. So right now they're average, but as you move through, you can edit and make that individual to that student based on their data. I've officially added all of the assessments that we have.
This is a first. Yeah. So you all know we are building in real time. Everything we do, every step of the way, transparency. It can't get any more transparent, y'all. Um, and so the fact that we just went through this internal team, like we've added all 5 and it's here. Hey, are you not entertained? Ed, are you not entertained? Let's go.
Somebody's watching too much Gladiator.
And you know, like this is like we don't have time to waste in our field. Um, some of you know I get to travel and I meet school psychologists everywhere. And for me, we just have to have that mentality of we have to change our field responsibly, ethically, but as quickly as we can. Because we, Kelly Valancourt, she does a lot of policy. I believe her title. She's the director of policy for NASP, and she said that we need 63,000 additional school psychologists to meet the unmet needs of our young people. And so what that means is we have so much to do. The greatest risk that we have in our field is not providing our psychs with the tools they need to do their job. Otherwise, we're going to run the risk of burning ourselves out. And then we're going to only have a greater disparity, a greater loss of school psychologists in this space. And so we are doing everything that we can to make sure that we are making your jobs as meaningful and impactful and truly giving you all the ability to expand your scope of practice so that you're not just locked in our little small closets testing 75, 100, 125 kids every single year. And if you have to, like, we want to make sure that you have the tools to do it in an efficient way so that you can do consultation and collaboration and direct assessments and all these other things, systems level change that you all are experts at. We did get a comment once you export it, Rachel, is it editable? Like if we want to put tables in an appendix, can we do that?
Yes. So once you export, it'll still be customizable. So if you want to add tables at the end, continue adding your summary, kind of building out the shell once you have the data, export it and then keep going. You can add your observations later. It'll be totally customizable. So yeah, that's a good question to point out. And then Byron, do you want to talk about the chat and the summarizer here on the side? I know it says coming soon.
Yeah, I would love to throw it over to Ed. I'll just say for the chat, um, what what we hope with all of these tools is to provide an all-in-one platform where you can come and take care of business and get reports done. And so the reports is one component, the chat is one component, the summarizer. And so all these different tools, we want to work together in perfect unison to make your job as efficient as possible. One of the things that we want to do, okay, we have a report. There are other report writer tools that are out there. They're not necessarily leveraging the use of AI. So what we want to do is we took some steps back, as we said, with this assessment. We built in some other forms of logic and technology to make it more accurate. And now we're going to reintroduce AI, right? Because AI does better with paraphrasing, with rewriting, with summarizing. And so now, Rachel, if you could scroll and let's go to fluid reasoning in the WISC, and let's say, hey, Sophia, here's a fluid reasoning section. Boom, right there. Rephrase this to make this even more strength based. Hey, Sophia, rewrite this so it's even more strength based. And guess what's going to happen? Sophia is going to make fluid reasoning even more strength based for you. Can we get the mind blown emoji? Like, what? Like, come on now. And then if you scroll down to the bottom, let's say, I don't know, Ed, correct me if I'm wrong. Here's big ideas. You could select all of this and then say, hey, Sophia. So there we go. You know it's real when you get the fireworks with it. But then you say, hey, Sophia, help me write a summary based off of the findings. What else can we do? Hey, Sophia, give me some recommendations based off of the fluid reasoning score. Hey, Sophia, this kid scored here on fluid reasoning. He scored here on working memory, and the bad score said this. Give me some recommendations based on this student's profile. And then now that we have this entire template, this entire report right here, now we have Sophia Summarizer. And if you've been using Sophia Summarizer, it's a way to condense your templates into a 1 to 2 pager. Now you can finish the report here, use Sophia Summarizer, get that 1 to 2 page report, because nobody's reading our 45-page reports anyway. So let's get Sophia to summarize it. And now we could give that 1 to 2 pager to parents, to the IEP team, to administrators, and your life is saved. And now, guess what? You all did a poll not too long ago. Guess what you're going to get to do now? Systems level change, consultation, collaboration, direct counseling. And someone said they're going to get their lunchtime back. So guess what? We just gave you your lunch back. You're welcome.
No clue how to follow that.
I'm so excited about this release, y'all. And guess what? We have NAS this week. So if you see me, make sure that you come up to speak to me. Rachel will be there as well. Ed, Rachel, anything else? I know it's 8:08.
Yeah. I have a question. I think I definitely love the community to kind of help provide some guidance here. So as we build this out in terms of getting your lunch back, I would say a step further and like have breathing room, right, within your day. And so like seeing my wife struggle through this, that was not pleasant. And, just seeing the overwhelming amount of paperwork, and to Byron's point, nobody reads any of it, which drives me crazy. So inefficient. Is letting us know which parts of the workflow, which parts of how you work has a lot of friction, has a lot of archaic systems behind it. I know my wife is a part of many, Instagram school psych meme joke groups. And I'll never forget, sometimes we bribe teachers with candy so we can get record review questions back. And I'm just like, oh my God, kill me. So let us know where we can help. There's a lot of power to what we can do, especially with the team we have.
Anything else? Any other questions, comments before we come to a close? And Ed was joking. He didn't mean that literally, by the way. Any questions, comments before we bring this to a close? If not, please give this a try. Like we said, you can access it for this entire week. Make sure that you create an account, app.schoolpsych.ai. That's app.schoolpsych.ai. Give it a try. If you love what you see, make sure that you go ahead and sign up to become a premium user. And if you love it even more, we did just release our enterprise offering. And hey, you won't have to come out of pocket. Let your directors know, hey, we need this for our department. We need access. And then your directors can get your entire staff access. But don't wait, because that enterprise pilot program runs from now through February 29th. And after February 29th, that discounted rate to be part of that pilot will expire. So make sure that you get access for that now. You all know how to find us across all social media platforms at School Psych AI. That's at School Psych AI. Email us onboarding at School Psych AI, onboarding at schoolpsych.ai. Let us know if you have questions. We try to be as responsive as possible. Until next time, take care, everyone.
Bye.